From the investigation so far, it seems that there were supposed to be serial blasts that these terrorists were planning. It's a white-collar terror plot that we see, given that they had planned it in a way where it was all doctors who were involved, doctors who have now been started to be nabbed from several parts, especially from the Al-Falah University. Dr. Umar Unnabi, that is the main person behind the very plot. At least that is what the investigation so far has revealed. It was an I-20 car that caused the very blast right outside the Red Fort gate at the blast site. But then there is a second car, the red EcoSport, that is also being investigated at this given point to understand what was the role of that very car. Either ways, from what it is in fact coming to the forefront, what is coming to the forefront at this given point, we are understanding that this particular terrorist, Dr. Umar, he was in fact in a state of panic after the arrests that had begun on the morning of 10th November itself. And it is post that, while we are tracking his movements, not just within the national capital, but through Haryana, how he in fact entered through Haryana, through Mewat in fact especially, and then Jirka, and then Badarpur border using the Delhi-Mumbai expressway. That is how he reached to Old Delhi. That is where he in fact went to this old mosque, and then post that he went to the Red Fort area right before the blast. So these are the details, tracking the route of this very terrorist, while also details coming to the forefront with regards to how this was a much bigger terror plot that was in fact being hatched. Now at this given point, Mir Farid also joins us on the broadcast to bring us more details from his side. Mir, right now, there is also several links coming in from not just Delhi, it's coming in from Faridabad. There was a Pulwama link that had also been established right at the beginning of the investigation. What are you learning from your side in terms of what more is coming in to support and corroborate the very terror plot as well as the route that was being used by these very terrorists?
Well, Shreya, the day this blast took place, and knowing by the protocol and the modus operandi as far as security agencies and investigative agencies are concerned, it was clear that it's going to be a painstaking investigation because everything and anything this module did in the last at least 2 years will be scanned and each angle will be unearthed. And that's exactly what's happening now. As you rightly said, the route is being scanned. Wherever that car went in the last some time, at least they are looking into it, and each place will be under the scanner. The people he met, why did he meet them, who are his contacts, who called him, etc. Everything will be thoroughly scanned and all clues will be brought out. So that's how the investigation really proceeds. And especially as far as the NIA is concerned, they have their own way of doing investigation. There's a set protocol and that will be followed. Now, as you rightly said, Dr. Umar is the glue. He's the center point around which this module revolved. And he's the bridge. Sources say that he was the most radicalized. And his plans, he managed to persuade everyone else that they need to do this. And he wanted to do it in a massive way. The plan was a series of blasts, serial blasts in Delhi. And our sources also say that 6th December, that's Babri Masjid demolition anniversary, he wanted the timing he wanted for the blast was around that time to send the message. So that is what our sources say, but this is not going to end. In the coming time, you'll see more startling revelations.
Oh, very true. The investigation definitely doesn't end. And